So if you could state your full name and date of birth.
Nathan Redfern.
Thank you, sir. So you are here for a warrant that was issued for a direct complaint that's been filed. It alleges one count of possession of dangerous drugs, which is a Class 4 felony, with the offense date of July 12th of 2024. So in this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed. You do have a status conference currently set September 13 at 8:30 a.m., evidentiary hearing September 16 at 1:30, and a preliminary hearing September 17 at 8:30. Those are all going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. I do show that this offense was committed while you were on felony release in another matter. That's CR 2024-122843. Since you were out on felony release at the time this new offense occurred, you are required to be held non-bondable at your initial appearance, and that's what this is here today.
So they're going to hold me?
Yes, you have a hold. That's why we set the evidentiary hearing on September 16. That's the court date I'm required to set in order to allow the court to review those release conditions. All right. Any questions regarding that?
What was the other felony?
Your other open case is the CR number that I read. I don't remember what the charges are in it. I'm happy to look it up if you need a reminder as to what your open felony case is, but I'm assuming you already know. All right. Any other questions?
No.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Brian Freeney, and then Monica Garza will be up next. All right, Mr. Freeney, go ahead and state your full name and date of birth.
Brian Freeney.
Thank you, sir. So you are here for a new case out of Superior Court. This is alleging one count of aggravated assault involving a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument. That's actually a Class 3 felony, not a 4. So in this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed to represent you. You have a status conference set on September 13 at 8:30 with a preliminary hearing September 17 at 8:30. And those are going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. So in your case, based on the nature of the charges you have here, I am going to be setting a bond, and that's a $10,000 secured appearance bond. It is a secured bond. You are able to work with a bail bonding company to post it. But if you do post bond and you are released from custody, you do have orders here that you're not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, and you're not to possess any weapons while on release.
Of course.
Go ahead. All right, go ahead and have a seat then.
You said it was a felony 3?
Yep, it's a Class 3 felony.
Felony 3? How?
Because aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or a dangerous instrument is a Class 3 felony. You've been appointed an attorney to represent you in this matter, so you can certainly speak with your attorney about any questions you have regarding the charge itself.
Deadly weapon, what you said?
You can certainly speak with your attorney about the charges.
All right, thank you.
All right, so we've got Monica Garza. Everardo Pena is going to be up next.
Hello.
All right, ma'am, your full name and date of birth?
Monica Garza.
I couldn't hear anything you said. Did you say it was Monica Garza?
Yes.
Did you say your date of birth was 12? All right, so you're here for a new case out of Superior Court. In your matter, the charges are one count of aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony. That is the one count that I did find probable cause on. They did submit a second count for armed robbery, which I did not find probable cause on. That doesn't necessarily mean that charge is going away, but I didn't have enough information here today. The Public Defender's Office has been appointed to represent you. You currently have a status conference set on September 13 and a preliminary hearing September 17, both at 8:30, and that'll be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. You do have a bond in your matter as well, based on the nature of the offense you're here for, and that's a $10,000 secured appearance bond. If you do post bond and you are released from custody, you do have orders here that you are not to return to the scene of the offense, you are not to have any contact with the alleged victim or any complainant or witness or co-defendant in this matter. You are also ordered not to possess any weapons while on release. You'll get all that information here in just a moment, but do you have any questions regarding it?
Is there any way you can lower that bond? Because I'm not going to be able to.
It's not going any lower from what we already have today. I'll let you know I received a recommendation from the state for a significantly higher bond of $50,000, and it's only because of a review of your history, since it looks like you basically just have misdemeanors, as well as the fact that you weren't the primary aggressor, that you're getting this low of a bond. All right. Any other questions?
No.
All right. We've got Everardo Pena and then Torrance Govan will be up next. Yes, sir. Your full name and date of birth.
Everardo Galvin Pena.
All right, sir, you are here for a new case out of Superior Court. It is alleging 1 count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, which is a Class 3 felony, and 1 count of disorderly conduct, that is a Class 6 felony. The offense date of September 8th, so today. The Public Defender's Office has been appointed to represent you. You have a status conference set on September 13 and a preliminary hearing September 17, both at 8:30, and that'll be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. In this case, I do recognize that you don't have any other history, or at least limited history, but I do have to weigh that against the very serious nature of the charge that you're now here for. So you do have a bond in this matter. That's a $5,000 secured appearance bond. If you post that bond and you are released from custody, you're also going to be ordered not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, and you're not to possess any weapons while you're on release in this case. Any questions regarding anything I just went through there?
No, ma'am.
All right, if you want to step over, you go and pick up that paperwork there. All right, we have Mr. Gova and Michael Gonzalez up after that. All right, sir, if you could state your full name and date of birth.
No.
Okay, and your full name?
Torrance D. Gobert.
Thank you. So you were here for a warrant that was issued out of the Goodyear Municipal Court. That's in their case number CM 2023-00547. They've set an arraignment hearing for you on September 18 at 8:30, and that'll be at the Goodyear Municipal Court. You'll get the address in your paperwork. Now, this looks like now the third warrant that's been issued in this matter. Looks like you were still given a shot to appear on your own the last time you came through and still failed to appear. So this time you do have a bond, and that's a $2,500 secured appearance bond. So you'll get that information here in your paperwork as well, but do you have any questions regarding it? All right. If no questions, you can go ahead and step over and pick up the paperwork so you can have a seat. All right, so Mr. Gonzalez, and then Lakey Hornaday will be up next. And sir, your full name and date of birth.
First name Michael Carlos, middle name Xavier, last name Gonzalez.
Thank you. So you were here for a bench warrant that was issued. It's for a failure to appear at your sentencing hearing. Looks like that was back in May. You now have a status conference set on September 13 at 8:30. That'll be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix, the same location it was at before. You now have a $1,000 cash-only appearance bond in this matter. So you are going to get that information here in a moment, but do you have any questions regarding it?
No.
All right, go and step over. You can go and pick that up. All right, so we've got Mr. Hornaday and Christopher Supin will be up next. All right, sir, your full name and date of birth.
Okay, Kevin Hornaday, 10.
All right, so you are here for a probation violation warrant that was issued. In this matter, there was a petition to revoke filed back in August. It alleges a violation of terms 3 and 5 of your probation term. So the public defender has been appointed. You have a revocation arraignment hearing set on September 16 at 8:30. That'll be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. The bond in your warrant has been affirmed, and that is a $1,000 secured appearance bond. If you do post that bond and you are released from custody, you are still on supervised probation. You do still need to abide by all terms. That does include contacting probation within 72 hours. Do you have any questions for me regarding this? All right, sir, if you want to step over, you can go and pick up that paperwork there. All right, so we have Mr. Stutfen and Uniqua Meadows will be up after that. All right, sir, your full name and date of birth.
Christopher Allen Sutton.
All right, thank you. So you are here for a probation violation warrant that was issued. That's for a petition to revoke that's been filed that alleges a violation of terms 3, 4, and 5 of your probation terms. So the public defender has been appointed to represent you. You currently have a revocation arraignment hearing on September 16 at 8:30. That'll be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. The bond in your warrant has been affirmed. This is going to be a $1,000 secured appearance bond. The same thing I said in the last hearing. You are still on supervised probation. You do still have to abide by all terms. That does include the term that you have to contact probation within 72 hours of your release from any facility. All right. Any questions regarding anything I just went through?
Amen.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Ms. Meadows and Shannon Phelps will be up after that. Hi, ma'am. Your full name and date of birth?
It's Unique Meadows.
All right, so you are here for two separate cases. The first one is going to be a new case out of Superior Court. It is alleging one count of criminal trespass in the first degree, which is a Class 6 felony. So the public defender has been appointed to represent you. Your court dates you have right now are going to be a status conference September 13, preliminary hearing September 17, both at 8:30. Those will be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. Now, in this matter, you do have a bond. I did take a look at your prior failure to appear history, your probation history as well, and you're going to be here on a Term 1 violation as well. So in this matter, you have a $500 secured appearance bond with the additional orders that you're not to return to the scene of the offense or have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. Your second case we have here is your probation matter, and again, it was added for a Term 1 violation. So in this matter, you have a revocation arraignment hearing September 16 at 8:30. Still at the downtown Phoenix Superior Court, and you have a $500 bond in that matter as well. So it's $1,000 total for both matters. If you do postpone and you are released, you are still on supervised probation. You do still have to contact probation within 72 hours of your release from any facility. You'll get that information here in a sec, but do you have any questions for me?
When do I have to pay that?
When do you have to pay it?
Yeah.
Prior to your release. So if you're unable to pay that, then you'd remain in custody and you'd be transported to your court dates that you have coming up. If you're able to pay that, you can talk to the officers in the back, and they'll give you instructions as to what you need to do.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you.
Okay.
All right, Shannon Phelps and then Brittany Pugmire will be up next. Hi, Ms. Phelps. Your full name and date of birth?
Shannon Phelps.
Thank you. And I know I saw you earlier today. They've located another warrant, basically, okay? So that's why they did a page 2 and had you come back into the courtroom. So this is actually an out-of-county warrant. It's out of Pinal County, out of the Apache Junction Municipal Court. So in this case, they've set an arraignment hearing for you on September 11 at 8:30. That'll be at the Apache Junction Municipal Court. And the bond in your warrant's been affirmed. I know you already have the other ones. This one's a $750 secured appearance bond. Since I did set a bond in this matter as well, I did also appoint counsel in this case as required by 6.1. Any questions regarding this add-on that we have here?
Mm-mm.
All right, thank you, ma'am. All right, so we have Brittany Pugmire and then Elizabeth Chapman will be up after that. Hi, ma'am, your full name and date of birth?
Brittany Ann Pugmire, July.
Thank you, ma'am. So you are here for a probation violation warrant that was issued. This one's for a petition to revoke filed alleging a violation of terms 3 and 4 of your probation terms. So the public defender's office has been appointed to represent you. You have a revocation arraignment hearing set on September 16 at 8:30, and that'll be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. So in this case, the bond in your warrant has been affirmed. That's going to be a $500 secured appearance bond.
Okay.
And you're also still on supervised probation.
Okay.
You do still have to abide by those terms, including contacting probation within 72 hours.
Okay.
All right. Any questions regarding that?
No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So we have Elizabeth Chapman and then Carlo Griffin up after that. Hi, Ms. Chapman. Go and
Hi.
state your full name and date of birth.
Elizabeth Chapman, Main.
Ma'am. So you are here for a bench warrant that was issued. It's for a failure to appear at your sentencing. So in this case, you now have a status conference set on September 17 at 8:30, and that'll be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix, the same location it was at before. In this matter, the bond in your warrant's been affirmed, so that's going to be a $500 secured appearance bond. So that is the amount you have to post to be released prior to that next court date.
Oh,
All right.
500.
500, right. Any questions about that?
No.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we have Carlo Griffin up next. Hi, Mr. Griffin, go and state your full name and date of birth.
Carlo Jermaine Griffin Jr.
All right, thank you. I was actually trying to figure out what was going on with your case because I was reading your probation notes and they seemed to think that you were going to be in custody for a Mesa case until October. What happened with that? Did you finish off your term for your case in the Mesa Municipal Court?
Yes, I just finished 3 months today. I got
Okay,
released
so
today.
your release was today, not October.
Right.
Okay. All right. So that's why I was a little confused as to why you were coming to see me because I thought you were still in custody for that matter. So usually they don't bring you over till after you're done with it. Okay. So, and you were just placed on probation as well, right? And I think you were taken into custody pretty much right when you were put on probation in your other matter, your
Yes.
felony case?
Yes.
Okay. So here's what you're here for now. So you've got a grand jury warrant. This is for an indictment that was filed that alleges one count of organized retail theft that is a Class 4 felony. And it has an offense date of March 20 of 2024. So this is before you pled guilty in your other felony case and before you were put on probation.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? So in this matter, based on the information I have, I don't show you qualify for court-appointed counsel. You, of course, do have the right to retain an attorney on your own behalf. You have an arraignment hearing set on September 13 at 8:30 a.m. So that'll be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix.
Okay.
So I was trying to wait till you got in the courtroom to decide how I was going to handle your case since I didn't know whether you were still in custody or not. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to release you today on this. You don't have any other holds, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So you are being released today on this. It is going to be subject to the supervision of your probation officer. So you
Okay.
do need to contact probation within 72 hours of your release from any facility, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I'm making a change to this here, we do have to reprint out your paperwork, but
Okay.
before you go have a seat, do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.